Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Elon Musk has amplified another racist plea for Donald Trump, your president, to pardon former Minneapolis police officer, uncivilized mutt number one, Derek Chauvin, in the 2020 murder of George Floyd. Question: do you think Elon will be successful in persuading Donald Trump to grant old buddy a pardon? Give me a thumbs up if you think yeah. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, they ain't gonna do it. They racist, but they ain't that racist. Shapiro on Tuesday suggested that if we are issuing pardons, there is one person that President Donald Trump should pardon from federal charges forthwith: the inciting event from BLM riots that caused $2 billion in property damage in the United States and set America's race relations on their worst footing in my lifetime was in fact the railroading of Derek Chauvin and the death of George Floyd, he claimed. He added that Chauvin, who's currently serving a federal sentence of 21 years and 22 and a half years on state charges, after pleading guilty to depriving Floyd of his civil rights and being convicted by a jury of murder and manslaughter in 2021, is actually innocent. He said, make no mistake, the Derek Chauvin conviction represents the defining achievement of the woke movement in American politics. The country cannot turn the page on that dark, divisive, and racist era without righting this terrible wrong. He wanted to say, the country cannot turn the page on that dark, divisive, and racist era without righting this terrible wrong with another dark, divisive, and racist era. The country cannot turn the page on that dark, divisive, and racist era without righting this terrible wrong. He wanted to say, the country cannot turn the page on that dark, divisive, and racist era without righting this terrible wrong with another dark, divisive, and racist era. Derek Chauvin's actions are well documented on video. The world saw it. You can't unsee it. Anybody riding for him, anybody that wants to see him freed, are a devil's advocate. George Floyd died on May 25th, 2020, after Derek Chauvin forced his knee into the man's neck for an entire 9 minutes and 29 seconds, all while George Floyd was face down, begging for help, moaning for his mother, and telling officers he could not breathe. Derek Chauvin had plenty of opportunities to remove his knee from George Floyd's neck. If he didn't know he was killing him, when he stopped moving, when his body stopped resisting the attack, he continued to have his knee on his neck minutes later. When he got good and ready to get off of his neck, he raised up among his peers, his colleagues, the other officers that were on the scene, who assisted in the murder. This was absolute murder, and if it had happened to a police officer, there would not have been the so-called $2 billion in property damage. There would not have been any riots. There would not have been a need for a BLM type of organization, because the perpetrator would have been admonished immediately. the perpetrator would have been arrested, charged, convicted, and sentenced with no resistance. Ben Shapiro not only operates like the devil, he looks like the devil. He is a soulless person. And for Elon Musk to entertain the devil's request, what does that make him? I don't see how y'all ride around in those Tesla trucks. I get it. Some of you didn't know he was the way he is until much later. I get it. But now that you know, what's up with that trade? What that trade looking like? Yeah. Now here's the thing, fam. For all you people out there that's probably getting excited that Derek's coming home. Well, Derek ain't coming home no time soon, because even if Trump pardoned him, that would only cover the federal charges against him, the federal sentence against him, which is 21 years. That was made to run concurrent to his 22 and a half years in state. So he has to serve that before he can get out. So he can get a full pardon from Trump on a federal level, but he still has to finish that 22 and a half year state sentence. Now, for all of you hopefuls out there who thinks that your hero is on his way out of the door, not so fast. Even if Trump expunges his sentence on a federal level, he still has to complete that state sentence of 22 and a half years, which means he ain't going nowhere soon. He got to do at least 15 years. So he better get real comfortable. And he's not guaranteed to finish those 15 years, because just in November 2023, he was attacked, stuck 22 times. Yeah, that boy tried to take that boy out, send him to the upper room. One of my favorite sayings is, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. No more talk.